Welcome back to Borders Pacific Northwest. Today's going to kind of be a day in the life right before Christmas. So we have a couple errands to run. We're going to finally open our ECOFLOW packages, which is our solar system we're going to be setting up on our Goldendale property. We're actually going to go up there on Christmas, and I'm sure there'll be snow or possibly snow while we're up there, but we're going to test it out. Tony's going to open the packages today, and it's been sitting in the garage for about a month because we've been so busy. We've been to Japan, we've moved our my mother-in-law, into an assisted living home, only to move her back out a week later and back into her apartment. So we've been very busy, and we're itching to get into this box. It's time for our errands. On the way to PetSmart, post office, gonna pick something up for dinner. Then we'll get into the ECOFLOW boxes, which I'm really excited about. Got a little recycling, don't ya? Uber? Oh, I thought you were looking at your phone. You're looking at your key. Oh, are you trying to start your truck remotely? I just heard it. We are supposed to get snow possibly on Thursday. I'm sitting here thinking about Christmas, and this is the first Christmas that I'm not employed, which is exciting in itself, but every time I worked for an American company, I always felt like I had to work on or around Christmas, or I had to hang back to cover when people were on vacation, but I don't have to think about that anymore. It's like the best decision Tony and I have made. How are you liking semi-retired life, Tony?
I'm digging it.
I'm digging it too. Are you sick of me though? Because we spent a lot of time together. Hey.
Debating.
He's kidding. Actually, it's been fun hanging out a lot and not really having a schedule, but we fill every day up. I swear we're doing stuff all the time. All the things that we used to have to do after work and you didn't really want to do. And just fun things too. Like we sold the mini Pajero yesterday. Tony sold it. He's such a good salesman. So that was exciting. People are coming to look at our Japanese cars. So Tony gets to stand out there for a while and BS with a whole bunch of folks. But yeah, it's a good Christmas. We feel definitely blessed. Toot. Toot toot. Have Christmas filler. How cute is that? Alright, so we don't want cat toys. Tony's looking at scratching posts for his mom. I'm looking at Christmas presents for my dogs. Ah, you found them. Are you thinking big for your mom, or? She doesn't like those. I don't think she likes those. Oh, white is a horrible color. What about this one? Oh, that is weird. I like these, like the rope one. That's a good color for your mom, either one of those. But I think white is a horrible idea, big time. Oh yeah, that one's nice. Oh, it has white though, but that one's nice. How much are they? It looks like a fun hole for her to hide in. She likes to hide, so. All right, I'm gonna go look for dog toys. Oh my gosh, they have Sherpa liners for your dog. How cute is that? I haven't found the toys yet. Got Grandma a scratch and post for Sugar. So she stopped scratching on her chair. I always buy more than I want to, but look at these cute little rawhide lollipops that I got for Maisie and Rusty. And then, although I was just shopping for Maisie for Christmas, Kylie's dog, I got her this, and then I had to get Rusty something, and he'll get this when we get home. So now we're in Progress Ridge, which is close to our house, and I'm going to run into My Fit Foods. If you have never heard of it, it's perfectly like the right size of a serving with very low calories. It's very nutritional and good for you. And I like those meals because I don't overeat. They have the small one and the large one, and they make them fresh every day at a kitchen in Portland, and then they bring them out to My Fit Foods. I'll put the link in the description in case anyone wants to check it out. And then after that, we are gonna pop on into New Seasons to pick up a couple of meatballs. They make homemade meatballs there that are seasoned, and I like to cut those up and put them in my own sauce and kind of doctor it up. And I'm making spaghetti or pasta for dinner. And then we'll probably pick up some bread. So it's a very cheap way and easy way to whip up dinner in about 15-20 minutes. I got salmon Alfredo, which is my favorite, and bison shepherd's pie. So this is the New Seasons right close to our house. I love their deli and their fresh made food. I thought they were gonna have tamales this year, which they normally do during the holidays, so I must have missed it. Oh, we're finally home. I'm really excited to eat this salmon and Alfredo. It only has 390 calories from My Fit Foods, and it's all fresh, made every day. Well, maybe every other day, I'm not sure. And we got some take and bake sourdough loaves to go with our pasta tonight. And then I had to get a fresh made pumpkin pie at New Seasons. I could not resist. It's mostly because I have whipped cream at home already. And then these are the meatballs for the pasta that I was talking about. It's beef and pork in marinara sauce. So I'll mix that in with some $4.99 roasted garlic pasta sauce. So it's a really cheap meal. And then I have plenty of pasta here that I keep in the house. So always trying to find something different. And we fix Brenda, my mother-in-law, dinner every single night. We're trying to look into Meals on Wheels or something like that because we don't always want to eat at 5 o'clock, and her inner clock is hungry at 5 o'clock. Not to mention, it's just Tony and I now, so we don't need to cook a big dinner every day. The only good thing about cooking big dinners is Kylie and Reese join us when we cook big dinners because we have to feed Brenda, my mother-in-law. So that's nice. So yeah, we got to sort that out still, how we want to tackle the meal situation when we're not in town. In the past, I've been preparing meals and putting them in Tupperware containers and stacking them in her fridge, but she has a visual impairment, so sometimes she doesn't think there's anything in there when in reality there's plenty of food for the time that we're gone. So gonna look at Meals on Wheels. I think they might deliver daily. I'm not sure. She could pay for the meals. The other problem we have is because she has a visual impairment, she can't go downstairs to accept a delivery, and we live in a secure building. So unless someone can get into the building to bring it up to her, she would never get the food. So yeah, trying to sort that out, not quite sure. If you guys have any ideas, definitely leave some comments for us on this video. Just sorting through her care plan now that she's back in her apartment and not in the assisted living. That's a whole nother story that I might talk about later, but it all happened when we were in Japan. We got her in an assisted living place that seemed like it was going to be a great community, but because of her visual problems and the apartment was totally different. She was very lost, confused, because she can't really see, and it was very hard for her and gave her a lot of anxiety. So we thought the best thing to do was to get her back in her apartment. And so we're trying to figure out a care plan for her in her apartment when Tony and I are out of town. So we know in January we're primarily going to be home, but in February we're going to go to Colombia, and then in March probably back to Japan. So working on that care plan. It's ECOFLOW unboxing time. You can see the generator that we use typically, but now that we have this set up, we're hoping that that's a backup to a backup. This is the Goldendale property we're talking about, of course. And Tony, when you pull stuff out, you'll have to tell us what it is.
Yeah, I want to set it all up here.
Test
so
it.
I know what it, how it works and then what size it is.
Don't hurt your back.
Okay.
Oh, I love that it has wheels. I didn't know that. So like I could do that
Well,
if I could wheel it.
it's on its own ground.
But we're gonna make a stationary home for everything, right? Because we don't want it to sit outside in the weather.
Yeah, so I believe, so this one is the extra back, right? It doesn't have any controls on it.
Yeah.
And then Reese just took out the generator backup.
And the generator has propane and gasoline.
It can run on propane and gasoline.
Okay.
And all of the systems are monitored together.
But we don't know how loud it is yet.
No, we don't know how
But we're gonna test that, right?
So we're gonna do this one next. Now, here's where we're gonna find out if there's any cables to connect the two. I don't know there are.
Yeah.
And you see that that's a propane thing.
So are we gonna get a special propane tank? We're gonna get a big one, right?
Yep. We'll put it on this side, and just like that. You can just put it down if you want, because it's got wheels. So see, this is the main one.
Yep.
And our RV is going to hook up here. The 30 amp connector.
Which ones are going inside and which ones are going
These
outside?
can go inside a box.
In the RV or outside the RV?
I'll have to check.
Yeah.
These aren't as tall as I thought, so I think they would fit under the bed, and that would be ideal.
Yeah.
The trick is, how do you get the plug on the inside?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Gotcha.
an outside thing.
Mm-hmm.
And how much cable do I have from this to this?
Yeah.
Because when these two don't get enough sun, right, then this will kick in and charge them up,
Gotcha.
as I understand it. Though.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
And then Reese is opening solar panels, it looks like.
Oh, look at that, it's got a handle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you can actually do it, pick it up, and wheel it around that way.
Nice.
Let's see that this one.
I bet that's cables.
And then Reese is doing the
Solar panels. And we got 4, right?
two,
2.
but they're bifacial, so they charge not only on the front, but they also charge on the back as well.
Ooh, it comes with a case.
Yeah, not sure.
Ooh, that means if we decide to take our Class C motorhome, we could take a panel with us, technically.
Not sure what that is.
As part of the handle? No.
It might be the cords.
Oh.
So, looks like we have some reading to do. Cigarette lighter adapter. Electrical adapter. We may be missing something that connects those two.
We might have to buy them.
We might have to double check, yep. We might be missing a kit that connects the two together. And the gas generator to the whole thing, so.
I'm surprised they wouldn't send that.
Yeah. Not this. Oh yeah, this looks like it might be helpful.
Oh, there's the,
That's the
Propane.
Yeah. So the propane adapter.
what's that yellow thing?
Yeah, it gave us a screwdriver apparently to work on it. And then that's it for that one. So this looks like a cable connector. devices.
Yeah, but you need 2 cables, right?
I think so.
I bet the generator has one, right?
This is the generator. This is the one that came with the gas generator.
Okay.
So I don't have a cable that connects these two together.
The 2 batteries.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, if you look at the back here, Lori, there's a very specific cable that connects those two.
Oh.
And then you can see you can add one. So
Yeah.
there's an extra battery port cable here.
She would never need that much.
Well, yeah, it just depends on how much power you need.
Yeah. So we have to order that then.
Yeah. This, let's connect on the front. AC port, neutral.
But you can hook up one battery to test it, right?
Yeah.
And then we can order the cord for the other connector. Reese just found the other cords.
Yeah, pretty nice.
So now I think, boys, you should probably read the directions.
Yep, it's probably time.
Oh, more directions. Okay, that's cool. The boys are downstairs finishing setting up the ECOFLOW solar system. Once I set that up, we'll show you what the whole setup looks like. So I came upstairs to eat something. I'm like starving. So I've had this salmon in the fridge for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and do salmon with cream cheese, wheat thins, and this everything bagel seasoning blend. It's so good. I put this on everything. Anyways, I'm gonna chill, then I'm gonna go over to my niece and nephew's house. You might notice I have a change of clothes. We got way sidetracked yesterday, so we were not able to get into the ECOFLOW yesterday. Tony and Reese changed the oil on Reese's car, and it always takes longer than you think. So yeah, we didn't feel like messing with that yesterday, and the big snowstorm is supposed to roll in tonight. So I'll be curious how Thursday and Friday look, and we might not end up going to the Goldendale property on Christmas Day because of the weather, but stay tuned. Here's the final lunch products. We got wheat thins, smoked salmon, cream cheese with everything but bagel sesame seasoning. It's so good. You should try it.
Okay, everyone, we have started the journey. Reese and I connected the solar panel. This is a bifacial solar panel, but unfortunately we're running out of sun. This is about all we got inside the garage. It ultimately wasn't too happy with that. So we did choose to plug it into electricity up there, and then around here, back, just to give it a charge so we can play around with it later. And maybe the sun will come out better this afternoon. But you can see now that it's charging. They both started out at 29%. In the few minutes it's been plugged in, it's up to 30. So it's just gonna do its little thing. We're gonna go upstairs, read some directions, and figure out how all this works. It does look like we need an adapter from the gas generator to the Delta Pro. So we'll order that and get cracking. Thanks.